Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends. Today we are going to discuss about SDLC, Software Development Life Cycle. Outline of the topic include Introduction, what is SDLC, graphical representation, stages, models. First of all, introduction. Software Development Life Cycle (SDLC) is a process used by the software industry to design, develop, and test high quality software. The SDLC aims to produce a high quality software that meets or exceeds customer expectations, reaches completion within times, and cost estimates. SDLC is the acronym of Software Development Life Cycle. It is also called a software development process. SDLC is a framework defining tasks performed at each step in the software development process. ISO IEC 12207 is an international standard for software lifecycle processes. It aims to be the standard that defines all the tasks required for developing and maintaining software. What is SDLC? SDLC is a process followed for a software project within a software organization. It consists of a detailed plan describing how to develop, maintain, replace, and alter or enhance specific software. The life cycle defines a methodology for improving the quality of software and the overall development process. Graphical representation of the various stages of a typical software development life cycle. Planning, defining, designing, building, testing, and deployment. Stages of SDLC. Planning and requirement analysis, defining requirements, designing the product architecture, building or developing the product, testing the product, deployment in the market, and maintenance. First of all, planning and requirement analysis. Requirement analysis is the most important and fundamental stage in SDLC. It is performed by the senior members of the team with inputs from the customer, the sales department, market surveys, and domain experts in the industry. This information is then used to plan the basic project approach and to conduct product feasibility study in the economical, operational, and technical areas. Planning for the quality assurance requirements and identification of the risks associated with the project is also done in the planning stage. The outcome of the technical feasibility study is to define the various technical approaches that can be followed to implement the project successfully with minimum risks. Number 2 is defining requirements. Once the requirement analysis is done, the next step is to clearly define and document the product requirements and get them approved for the customer or the market analyst. This is done through an SRS, Software Requirement Specification. Through SRS document, which consists of all the product requirements to be designed and developed during the project life cycle. Number 3 is designing the product architecture. SRS is the reference for product architects to come out with the best architecture for the product to be developed. Based on the requirements specified in SRS, usually more than one design approach for the product architecture is proposed and documented in a DDS, means Design Document Specification. This DDS is reviewed by all the important stakeholders and based on various parameters as risk assessments, product robustness, design modularity, budget, and time constraints. The best design approach is selected for the product. A design approach clearly defines all the architectural modules of the product along with its communication and data flow representation with the external and third-party modules. The internal design of all the modules of the proposed architecture should be clearly defined with the minutest of the details in DDS. Building or developing the product. In this stage of SDLC, the actual development starts and the product is built. The programming code is generated as per DDS during this stage. If the design is performed in a detailed and organized manner, code generation can be accomplished without much hassle. Developers must follow the coding guidelines defined by their organization, and programming tools like compilers, interpreters, debuggers, etc. are used to generate the code. Different high level programming languages such as C, C, Pascal, Java, and PHP are used for coding. The programming languages is chosen with respect to the type of software being developed. The fifth one is testing the product. This stage is usually a subset of all the stages and is the modern SDLC models. The testing activities are mostly involved in all the stages of SDLC. However, this stage refers to the testing only stage of the product, where product defects are reported, tracked, fixed, and retested until the product reaches the quality standard defined in SRS. Deployment in the market and maintenance. Once the product is tested and ready to be deployed, it is released formally in the appropriate market. Sometimes product deployment happens in stages as per the business strategy of that organization. The product may first be released in a limit segment and tested in a real business environment. UAT, user acceptance testing. Then, based on the feedback, the product may be released as it is or with suggested enhancements in the targeting market segment. After the product is released in the market, its maintenance is done for the existing customer base. Sdlc models. Following are the most important and popular Sdlc models followed in the industry: waterfall model, iterative model, spiral model, V model, Big Bang model. Other related methodologies are Agile model, RAD model, rapid application development, and prototyping models. Okay friends, this is it for now. Thank you for watching this lecture, and please also share the summary of what you have learned from today's lecture in the comment box. Allah Hafiz.